Alrighty guys, I'm KC. Welcome back to SkyFactory, this basic companion series I want to say. It's more like a companion series. But in the last episode I taught you how to make dirt, taught you how to get wood, taught you how to get string, and we talked a little bit about cobblestone. And this episode is going to be primarily dedicated to cobblestone and all of the other goodies. So the first thing I want to do is I want to teach you how to get cobblestone. So if you missed the last episode, or you're just wanting to come here for cobblestone, that's fine. We're going to teach you how to get some cobblestone. So there's a few ways to get cobblestone in this part. The first way I'm going to teach you is the most common way in a skyblock, okay? The most common way. And that's to compost dirt down into, well, compost saplings, or we did talk about you being able to use leaves as well as other plant matter, and rotten flesh can be used. But yeah, so what we're going to do is we're just going to wait for this. This might take a little while. But while that does, if you happen to be in the Garden of Glass, which is what we're in, this is Britannia Garden of Glass world. If you happen to have selected this world, it's usually in the options. You can shift and right click on a dirt block, and that will create these pebbles. So very easy, and not too bad. It takes a little bit of time. We can go ahead, we can do these, and we can then turn 4 pebbles into cobble. Okay, that easy. So let's just throw that over there. Okay. The other way to do it is to get dirt. Take your dirt, put it through a sieve. If you want to know how to get a sieve, just go back and watch episode 1, which teaches you how to do that. And when you put dirt through a sieve, you'll get a bunch of stuff. But we want these stone pebbles, and again, these stone pebbles can be turned into cobblestone. So they're your two most easiest ways to get cobblestone. Obviously, this isn't long term, this takes a little bit of time, but there are other ways to go ahead now and get cobblestone. But to do that, I'm going to need a few things. There are a few ways to get a cobblestone generator, and I will teach you a few ways. I will teach you the old way, the most common way people used to get them, and I'll teach you the new common way. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get myself I'm going to get myself a row of cobblestone. Okay, you probably don't need that much to begin with, but I just want to be able to do it in one cut so it'll be easier. So I'm going to do that, guys, and I'll be back with you when I've got that done. Alrighty then, so I've got this this cobble done. We'll just put this cobble away here. So I've got plenty of cobble now. Now what to do? You've obviously figured out how to get cobble, but you don't want to be sat here doing this all the time, do you? So we're going to get into sort of like automating cobble, so it's easy and it's just there when we need it. But before we do that, if we look, we want to make one of these. This is one of the 2 cobblestone generators I'm going to teach you how to make. But we need some buckets, okay? Clay buckets, they're not that hard to get. Iron buckets are a little bit more difficult. But we need clay buckets. I actually thought you needed iron buckets myself. Most packs you do. But I'm gonna teach you now how to get water for the lava, okay? And then we're gonna work on the lava. Okay, so the first thing you need is 4 barrels, okay? This is one way to get water. Okay, and just leave these out. And eventually it will rain, and these will fill up when it rains. Obviously, I can't bother to wait for it to rain. So there is another way. And this requires you needing some logs, we need some saplings, and we're going to make something that's called a crucible. So if we go here and we go crucible, you can see we got this crucible, okay? Oh, it actually requires a slab. I wasn't aware of that. Okay. We're going to make a crucible. Okay, and we'll just pop that crucible there. And what we're going to do is we're going to pop this in. And as you can see, that is now digesting down to make water. But we still need to be able to get the water out of here and into these so we can make clay. So it looks like we are going to have to make ourselves an iron bucket, because I'm a little bit too idle to wait for it to rain. I'm a little bit too idle. Obviously, if you wait for it to rain, you could do this, but this is a step we're going to have to do anyway. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take 3 of these, and this. And I'm going to make something that's called a hammer. But what I'm going to do is, do I want to sleep? We can sleep. It's not a big deal. It really isn't. I know it's going to keep resetting the rain timer, but I don't want to be doing everything in the dark, okay? So what we're going to do is we're going to make something that's called a hammer. Now, this is a little bit different in different packs. Sometimes it's that, but sometimes if that recipe is taken for another tool, they'll do it like that. But obviously, this is what we want. Yeah, what we're going to do is we're going to make ourselves some gravel, okay? Actually, I'm going to need a little bit more gravel. Okay. So, if we go like this, and we just, I don't know, let's get rid of the bed. If we take cobblestone like so, okay, what we're going to do is we're going to put down roughly a stack of cobble, okay? We're going to put down roughly a stack. Because, well, we're actually going to put down exactly a stack, not roughly a stack. And I'll show you what I'm going to do to this. I'll show you exactly what I'm going to do to this. Any minute now. It's coming, I promise you. Okay, we're going to vein mine this with a hammer. Okay, and what that does, that gets us gravel. Okay, and what we can do is we can take gravel. We can sieve gravel here. Okay. Yeah, we'll get stuff from it like flint. Okay. Oh, yeah, I actually got some of these pieces. I didn't actually realize that. Okay. Now, if we go over here, we just put these away. And we look at meshes, okay? You can see that there is now a Flint Mesh, which requires 5 string and 4 flint. But we just sieved 9 for 1 flint. Okay, and surely you can do this the old-fashioned way of just breaking it down. But I want 9 meshes, which is how much? Flint, 9 times 4 is 9, 18, 27, 36. So I need 36 flint. Okay. So what I'm going to do is that's 18. So I'm going to have to get a little bit more, but I can do that in just a little bit. What I want to do now is I want to teach you guys something else. So if we take cobblestone, we can mash this down to make gravel. Okay. But what about if you want to make sand? Well, that's easy as well. You just take gravel, mash gravel down. This gives you sand. And again, you can sieve sand. And what about dust? What about if we mash it down again? We get something called dust. And again, we can put this dust through these sieves. Now, if we look at these meshes, you can see it tells us exactly what we're going to get if we receive dirt. If we receive dust, we actually don't get any redstone dust. That's kind of shocking. What I actually want is I want some lapis and I want some iron. Okay? And this is how we get it. So I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to break down, I'm going to get myself get myself a setup like this of sieves, but with flint meshes. But I'll bring you back to when I put those down so you know how to do it. But I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to get myself a stack of dust, a stack of gravel, and a stack of sand. And when I've done that, I'll be back with you when I'm ready to start. Welcome back, guys, and I've got these, and I've got the flint, and we're going to go ahead now and we're going to make up ourselves a flint mesh. You may notice that there are now 4 sieving stations. That's because there's 4 meshes. We'll obviously get to the later meshes as we get to them, okay? But I'll quickly show you them if we have a look at them. If we have a look, there we are. Some meshes. 4 meshes, okay? I don't know what this one is. This is for Steve's carts. I've never played around with that mod, so maybe we'll have a look at that in the future. But I want 9 of these, okay? And I think we're just going to put them in this one. It really doesn't make a difference which ones you put them in. You know, where you set them up, this is just personal preference. But each one gets you different amount of goodies, you know. The flint gets you a lot of stuff, actually, that the string doesn't. The iron gets you some stuff that the flint doesn't, but doesn't get you as much stuff as the diamond. The diamond gets you more stuff, or should I say more rare stuff, but it's still good to have these ones, because if we look at the diamond one, if we sieve, say, dust, we're going to get these. We're only going to get gold, okay? Same as if we sieve sand. We're only going to get gold. You know, which is good because gold is rarer. We're going to need that later on. But we need iron as well, you know, and lead. And we get those from this. And again, there are some from this. The flint one doesn't really make much of a difference, if I'm being honest. The flint one doesn't. But, yeah, so what I want to do is I want to empty out my inventory. That's probably a good start. I want the sand, the gravel, and the dust. I could have sworn that I had another... Yeah, I've got another stack of dust, which is cool. So we'll just pop that in the resource chest for now. There we go. Pop these away, put these away. And in the sieving chest. Actually, let's make another chest real quick. Just so that one on top is a double. I didn't realize you can make wood armor. Now, some Skyblocks actually have a safety precaution measure in case you die. If you die, you fall off the end, it will actually just leave a gravestone down there for you to go and get, which you can get with a bucket of water. And we'll look at that and explore that in a later episode. But for right now, I want to try and get ourselves some iron from here. Okay? So what we're going to do is we're just going to sieve these, and this shouldn't take very long. These automatically get put like basically straight into your inventory, so don't worry about them falling off the end or losing them. You know, you could put this in the floor if you like. You won't fall through the holes in it, or at least I never have anyway. Now some packs are different, okay, because some packs require more of these pieces than others. Some packs have a higher drop chance than others. I played a pack called Lost Souls. I had an incredibly high chance at dropping all ores. But you needed nine pieces. But in SkyFactory, you only need 4. And in most Skyblocks I've played, you only needed 4. But again, this is obviously if you're using the X and Elo progression. If you're using the other one, there is another progression, but I've never played that one. So, unfortunately, this obviously isn't a companion guide for something like modern Skyblock. But obviously for Project Ozone, for SkyFactory, this is a good pack. Okay, and we're just going to take a little look and see what we got from this. We're hoping for some reasonable stuff. Wow. No Lapis. Hang on a minute. I did do this in the Flint one. Yes, I did. Wow, shocker that I got no Lapis. I'm actually genuinely shocked that I didn't get Lapis. Not even one piece. Okay. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna take our iron ore, and what we're gonna do is we're gonna make it into what's called iron ore chunks. Okay. And we can smelt this, so let's just go here. Now, there are 2 ways you can make a furnace, okay? You can obviously make this one, which is the one we are going to make. But if you're struggling for cobble... Oh. Is there no longer a slab furnace? I'll be damned. There isn't a slab furnace in this pack. Okay, that's the first, Okay, then. Normally you can do what I just did with the cobblestone to make a cobblestone... to make a furnace. So we're going to smelt these down. Now there is a way to double this, but right now we're not going to worry about doubling it. Now some packs have what's called mini coal, and 1 coal smelts 8 items. 1 coal gets you 8 mini coal. 1 mini coal smelts 1 item, so you're not gaining anything by doing this. But there's 10 in there, so it would take 2 coal to cook those, because obviously 1 coal does 8 items, but it doesn't boil over. This, however, does. So it's only going to take 1 to do 1. We're only going to waste like 1 and a bit coal if we do this, and it's a good way to make your early game coal sort of stretch. But yes, obviously we're going to need this iron. How much bone meal did we get? We got a reasonable amount of bone meal, which is good, because we're going to have to make lava next. So I've taught you how to make water. If you don't sleep, like I've been sleeping just to keep it day for this Let's Play, if you don't sleep, it will rain. It will rain, and these will fill up really quickly. And then you could just go ahead and make yourself an infinite water source. And if you don't know how to make an infinite water source in Minecraft, that's okay. You should do, but it's okay if you don't. It's okay. You know, I can teach you. So, what we're gonna do is we're gonna make our. Let's make our infinite water source over here. Okay, so I'm gonna just take this up to this level, okay, and I'm gonna go out. And you want an area of 2x2. I mean, you can do other ones. You can do 1x3. That can also get you a infinite water source. But we're going to do just 2x2 because it's the most common one. And I would like to keep things a little bit simple. Okay, and that's all you need. Remember, this is now the top half of the block, because this is obviously the bottom half. So if we put 1 here, it makes it the top half. So we should be able to just put water in there. So you're going to need 2 buckets of water, which is a little bit unfortunate because we only have 1. But that's not a big deal. We can just go ahead and get that composting down and get that turning into water. But I like this lip that it creates. And unfortunately, in the new vanilla snapshots, I don't think that's going to be possible anymore. But let's keep 2 silkworms, and we'll just smelt the rest up because I am running a little bit low on water, on food. So I want 2 buckets. Okay. So the next thing I want to do is I want to teach you how to make clay. And for clay, we're going to need dust. We're going to need dust, okay? And I'm going to take, I think, just 8 pieces of dust will do. But before that, I actually need this water to do. So I'm going to let this do. I'm going to try and get my hands on some Lapis. Let's have a little look at Lapis. If you're ever wondering how to get anything, this JEI or NEI is absolutely brilliant. It does teach you pretty much everything. So we can get it through the sieve. It needs to be put through a flint one and it's a 5% chance. Okay. So what about if we put it through an iron stiffened mesh? It is a 10% chance, and a diamond one is 12%. So we could probably put it through an iron stiffened mesh, which we probably will be making very shortly. Actually, what is an iron mesh? I think it's just string and iron. Let's make an iron mesh real quick, because I am going to need some redstone. So let's see if I can get this off the top of my head. I think I need one more iron ingot. Oh, I don't have one more iron ingot. I don't really want to use what's left of the iron. Okay, that's fine, that's fine. We can always look at the second cobblestone generator in next episode. That's not a problem. Is this done yet? No. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to make ourselves what's called... Oh, hang on a minute. Just bear with me. I think it's 5 iron for a cobblestone generator. No, it's not. It is a piece of glass, though. Okay, so... what we're going to do now is we're going to make what's called a drawer. Okay. Now you can use a chest. You can use jabber barrels. You can use pretty much anything that has an inventory space. Even a crafting table. But this is like a really good early game. This basic drawer. Because what that's going to do is it's going to allow us to store a large amount of items in there. Of a particular type. So let's just grab these silkworms. I'll put these silkworms away. But to make this cobblestone gen, we're going to need lava, and we're going to need water. And I've taught you how to make water, taught you how to make an infinite water source, but how do we get lava? That's the question. That is the question, how do you get lava? And I'm going to show you that in just a little bit. We actually got this done now, so let's go ahead and grab this. And I think what I want to do is I want to make a couple of clay buckets. So we're going to pop that there. Okay, and now we can just pick up water from here. Like that, so easy, so easy. And then we just take water and we put it in here. We put it in here. Okay, let's sleep. I was gonna let it go through the night, but I'm like, it's getting dark. I should probably sleep and sleep the night away. Okay, so that's not what I wanted. Why did I run up there? Okay, so now we've got this water in here. All we gotta do is we gotta just right-click clay. Right-click, sorry, dust in here, and that gets us clay. And some packs you can do that, and it'll give you the clay balls. But other packs you need to break them down. Okay, and now we need to make something called porcelain clay, which we get from bone meal and clay. We just put these together in the crafting table, like so. Again, bone meal is got from dust, from sieving dust, so we know how to get that. And I went over there for my crafting table. My crafting table's here. And then we're going to make a U shape. And that makes us another crucible. So this is our second crucible. This is unfired. So first of all, first thing we need to fire it. Get rid of it. It smells. We don't need it. Okay, and I want to make a couple more pieces of clay. And the reason is I'm not sure if the recipe consumes the bucket or not. So we've got this crucible, okay? And I think I want to put this crucible just temporarily. We'll just put it there temporarily. So what we're going to do with this crucible is a little bit of a lengthy process, okay? Is if you take cobble, okay, and you right-click cobble into it. As you can see at the top here, right up here where my mouse cursor is, it says solid 1000. Every cobble adds 250. You can only put a maximum of 4 in there any one time, but once this starts to smelt down, you can actually have more in there. But if you look, it says liquid, none, rate, none. That's because we need to give it a source of heat. And there are many things that you can use across many different packs. But we're going to use a very basic one because that's all we've got access to right now. And that's a torch. And as you can see, a torch says 1. Lava does 2, netherrack does 3, uranium does 20, though pyrotheum does 6 and 7. There's lots of different things that we can use to speed this up. But this does take about 10 minutes to do. If you look, it's doing about 1 a second, and there's 1,000 seconds there to do. So before we finish that, we'll let that do. What I want to do now is we need some glass. We need just 1 glass. And if you don't know how to get glass, I'll teach you. It's very basic. It's vanilla, but then again, some people might only be playing modded. They may have never played vanilla. So what you need is you just need a piece of sand. And you just take a piece of sand and you put it into the furnace. And that will make us the glass, okay? How do we get a lava egg? How do we get that from a chicken? But this is what we're going to do. So we need 6 cobble, 1 glass, a lava bucket, and a water bucket. So how do we make the buckets? Well, how do we make clay buckets? That's easy. we just take some more dust, put them in here. Let's break our clay down. So we've got the clay balls. And we just go like so. And this makes what's called an unfired clay bucket. And then we just fire this. Almost everything that you make out of clay needs to be fired. It makes perfect sense. And that's pretty cool. So yeah, I was going to teach you 2 ways how to make cobblestone, but due to the fact that we got no lapis, I think we're just going to go with 1 way, and I can teach you the other way a little bit later on down the line. I'll probably do an episode later on that teaches you all the different ways to make cobblestone or something, because that could be kind of fun. So, let's just get our blocks out of here. So, I'm going to wait for this to do, and that's almost done 250. Once it's done 250, you can actually add another piece of cobble to it. You can use some of the pebbles as well. But I never do. I've never used them. But it does say in the achievement book, if we have a little look at the achievement book, which is here, it does actually say that you can do that. So, where is it? It's stones or cobble to make lava. Okay. Now, we do need to make some Tinker's tools, but I'm not going to worry about that too much. But I'm going to let this do, guys, and I'll be back with you very briefly. Welcome back, guys, and this is now finished, if you can see. We've got over 1,000 in there, which means we could just right-click it with a bucket and we can take it out. Now, if you're using a clay bucket, be careful because you get one use. You get one use with a clay bucket when it comes to lava. With water, you've got unlimited uses. That was like the best idea I ever had. Now, I'm going to show you guys 2 different cobblestone gens, but only one of them is going to be fully auto, okay? So we're going to make the fully auto one first. I thought I just walked off the end then. Okay, which is cobblestone, a lava bucket, a water bucket, and some glass, and this makes us our cobblestone generator, okay? And as you can see, this makes 1 cobble every 40 ticks. Okay, and these can be upgraded, okay? So if we've got some iron, we can upgrade it. I've already shown you how to get iron, so that's, again, not very hard. We've not gotten into diamonds yet, nor have we gone into blaze rods or emeralds, but, you know, if you've been following this guide, it's just these meshes. You just need the upgraded versions of these meshes to get them, so you can go ahead and get a better one. But for now, we're just going to put it there. Okay. And it does say that it outputs to the top, right? It's made absolutely no cobblestone right now. Boy, that's slow. Wait, hang on a minute. Are you broke? Makes 1 cobblestone every 40 ticks. Can output to an inventory above. Okay, we'll come back to that in a minute. Maybe it's just a little bugged. Okay, the other way you can make cobblestone is by taking a platform that's minimum 4 by 1, but we're doing 5 by 5. And of course that would happen. Of course. Like an idiot. Let's pick that up. Let's pick that up. Let's get rid of you. And let's put the lava down first. Make sure that it doesn't reach a source block. I will advise that. Make sure you've got the hole. Because if you don't have this hole, you're most definitely going to go there, aren't you? Yeah, you're going to be annoying. So you can do this for cobblestone. Okay? Just get the bot off. It's just annoy me. What you can do, you can make yourself some things. I don't get why this is not producing cobble. That should. That's a cobblestone generator. Let's just make ourselves some tools. It's a very brief tool, so I can pick that up. There we go. Okay, so it did make 1. Maybe I need to put the inventory down after I put it down. Come on, this takes forever to mine. So yeah, it's making a thingy. But it says it can import to an inventory above. So it should essentially be able to... I've never had a problem with it inputting to this. Like, ever. Is it just not wanting to do that? Should be able to do a draw. It's done a draw before. Maybe it's off because of these chests. They're trying to output to a chest. Can't see that being the case. We will figure this out. Okay. Let's mine this. With an axe this time to make it a little bit easier. Let's mine this. Let's pop this. Pop this here. With this on top. Question is, why is it not putting out to here? It should. There's no reason. I've never had that happen before. This is like a first. I mean, it could just be a bug. Relogging could fix it. Let's try. But then again, this is the first time I've ever used a tier 1 one. I usually just like upgrade immediately. But it does say, can output to an inventory above. So maybe it's just going to say, you know what, I don't like the storage drawer. I want a chest. Yeah, it outputs to a chest. Why it won't output to a storage drawer, I don't know. Normally they do. Maybe it's just the first stage one doesn't. Maybe it's a little bit of a bug. Who knows? But yeah, I think that's going to do it for this episode, guys. So if you have enjoyed the video, please do consider leaving a like. It really helps out the channel and I really do appreciate it. Oh, actually, no. Wait, one more thing before we end off. One more thing. Just a little brief tip. Whew, I thought it crashed then. You can put this above lava. Okay? You can put this above lava. So if we go here and we put this here, this now has a 2 rate. So you can just smelt it down to get some lava. An interesting note is if you mine this with a pickaxe, you will get cobble, of course. Well, there's a chance you'll get cobble. Sometimes it heads into the lava. But 9 times out of 10, it doesn't. Okay, but if you use a hammer, it never. You just seem to instantly pick up the gravel. And if you're using this method to get gravel, to get the cobble for gravel, it makes it easier just to go ahead and use a hammer. Okay, make me a liar game and roast one. Normally it puts it straight into the inventory. Oh man, tell you something, SkyFactory does not want to work with me today. It's proving me a liar. Okay, but yeah, I think that's going to do it, guys. So if you have enjoyed the video, please do consider leaving a like. It really helps out the channel. I really do appreciate it. So please do leave that like. And click subscribe if you want to see more from me. I'm Kyle, otherwise known as KC, guys. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.